Hello and welcome once again to Transport Fever. So I've been having a look around and I'm a little bit worried about our oil. Our trains are only earning about 300,000 per stop, which doesn't sound too bad, but when you look, oh, that's one of the new ones, when you look at the overall finances for the train, our costs are way too high and we're not earning enough profits. So it's hard to decide how to sort this, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna split the oil. And by that I mean this oil here is gonna feed these 4 cities. Then I'm gonna have oil coming onto the line here via this, which will feed the other 4 cities. So the trains will still be exactly the same as they are, they'll carry on the exact same route, with a minor alteration just there. But because they'll be picking up more oil here, they'll drop off all of the oil they pick up from this station at these 4 cities, which will increase the amount they earn. Because, you know, they're going to end up with double the amount of oil on their train throughout the whole system without sort of going any further. So it should double the profits that I'm earning. I'm hoping. So obviously I need to supply that with oil, and that's going to come from here. So I'm going to set up a train to go from here to here, then a lorry or something like that to bring it to here, and then the trains will carry on. So we've already got an oil train there. Let's set up the station. That's maximum. Need at least 2 platforms because the oil is in the second part there. Catenary high speed. Yep, everything else is correct. And I want that somewhere around here. Lovely. Now I'm not really concerned that it's not connected by road, although I'm going to end up with a road to there most likely anyway, so that doesn't matter. Now I could use a train, but I just don't think the distance is great enough to bother. By the time I set a train up, like, I just don't think it'll be worth it. I'm already going to have a train from there. Then again, I mean, that's about the same distance. Should I do a train? This route. How much is this train earning? Quite a good amount. Yeah, this one's never sort of lost money. Even though it's got like 6 trains on this small route. Yeah, alright then. I will set this up as a train instead of. So we've had a new update to the game as well. So as you can see, when I click stuff that costs a lot of money, it now asks you whether you want to delete it or not, which is something that I've been hoping they would add for quite a while, because it becomes quite annoying when, you know, you're trying to play the game and suddenly you delete a station that you wanted. So it's really good that they've gotten rid of that. Come on, just there. There we go. There's also been a couple of other performance related updates and things like that for it. So hopefully the game should run a little bit better. Right. Now I'm going to have to come back. I may as well come back all the way to here. If I'd thought about it and deleted the track before I put the station down, the station could have ended up closer, but never mind. Delete this bit first, because otherwise that train will move in the wrong direction. I think that should be a long enough distance. The more space you give it, the faster the trains will be able to go, of course, so that's why I've deleted as much track as I have. Awesome. Get rid of that horrible bit of ground. High speed track, yes please. And there we go. Got a bit of a bump in the middle, but never mind, there's not a lot I can do about that. I don't think... Oh no, I can get rid of it. Oh, that's excellent. Don't mind if I do. I've left a tiny bit of track there that will bug me forever, so get rid of you. Don't do any weird things, just go over here and connect to that. Thank you. And you connect to that. And I don't think I ended up lower than the top speed at any point during that whole thing, which is brilliant, just what I wanted. Okay. So check my tracks still work. Yep, you two still recognise that as the right line. Lovely. So add a few signals in just to make sure things run correctly. It's still a little bit jerky, which is annoying, but never mind. I think we are getting close to the point where this playthrough is getting sort of a bit big in terms of sort of being able to run it smoothly. I will keep it going as long as I can, but at some point it's just going to drive me insane. Right, they're fine, lovely. So I should be able to unpause and it not break. Yeah, doesn't seem to be breaking. Turn that off, thank you. I don't need to be reminded constantly that I'm losing lots of money. Right. So, we want a station somewhere here. Double or a single? Just a single, it doesn't need to be a double, does it? There we go. Same with this one, it doesn't need to be a double. Zooming in and out. There we are. So, are you connected? You are. Are you connected? You are. Perfect. So, what I now want is from here to here. Whole thing I want underground. because otherwise it's just not going to work well. And it works perfectly. Thank you. Now, tunnels have been upgraded a bit as well in this recent update. They now actually clear part of the terrain out. So as you can see, you can actually see through the tunnel now. Whereas before it was just sort of a black screen in front of it. So, from what I am aware of, if for example we jump on this train and go into first person view, it will now be a much smoother transition between tunnel and non-tunnel. Look at that. No sort of transition, which is awesome. And we'll have a look at this train doing the same thing in the other direction. See, going into a tunnel. Oh no, don't freeze. Don't freeze, please no. Let's jump off for a second. That's its slowest speed. And that's the fastest. As you can see, there was no sort of transition where the tunnel just popped in. It's just there, constantly now. And I like the walls. They used to just be like solid white, I believe, and now they're actually like bricks, so it looks like it's actually built tunnel. But yeah, so you're not connected. Yeah, I know you're not connected. Be quiet. You don't need to be connected, really, do you? Although you'll never shut up about it, will you? So, fine. Pull you off. Why are you doing that? Just go in a straight line. And then I'll hook you up like that. Too much slow. There we go. No one will ever use that, but it's connected so that the station stops moaning about it. Right. So I've got that connected up. Now what I need to do is come off of that track. Because that is going to be connected here. Like that. I would like it to be as underground as possible, to be honest. Why have you got a tunnel? Oh right, so it comes out of the tunnel from there. Is that a bit of a... Ah, it's a bit of a mountain, that's why. And that raised. Okay. To be honest, no, that will cause us problems later. So that, I don't want that. Very much like it to stay underground, please. Well, I suppose that can be... Oh, damn it. Wrong key. You know what? We will pull it straight over. To there. Level. Can I knock you under the ground? No, I can't. Okay then. We'll just get it as flat as possible then. That seems okay. Lovely. Now, I also need to go from this side to there. Now this is where it's going to get slightly more complicated. try and do it from here. No, come on. Go from this line. Yeah, let's just... Come on. From the line. Why wouldn't you be okay? Because you're trying to be above ground. I want it to be a tunnel, thank you. It's not complicated. And then I'd want it to connect up to there, but that's not going to be possible, is it? So if I go underground... Oh, come on. Keep going underground. There we go. And that will loop around to there. That's not the best, but you know what? It's probably as good as I can get it. Yeah. It'll work. It's not the best, but it'll work. Although that really won't work, considering how it's actually connected up to the damn track. But I need you to come off as a switch track. Thank you. I actually need it to look like a switch track. Okay. That works. Looks a bit weird with like a ring line just there, but all in all, I don't think that's too bad. Really cut into the terrain here, didn't I? Still, never mind, as long as it's going to work, I don't mind too much. Right, let's get some signals in place. Right, now the trains will be coming back to this place, so I need the signal on that side. No, that side, idiot. The trains will be leaving in that direction, so the signal goes on that side. That's better. Thank you. Side. And once again, I want to make sure, come on, put the signal where I want it. So one there and then one this side. And then we're moving in this direction. Yes. So jerky sometimes. Another thing that's been added is waypoints for roads. So before you could never put a waypoint for a road to make sure that buses and stuff used a certain route. Now you can. Which is another awesome thing the devs have added in. Which is always nice that they listen to people in their community, and people have been saying, oh, can we have this? And they've gone, yeah, pretty easy to do. I think it just makes sense as well, being able to set your buses to use a certain route. So, you know, if there's a traffic hotspot, you can work around it. Okay, perfect. So that should keep the trains going in a set direction. And now I'm going to need a depot, right? And this is the only piece of track that isn't underground, so the depot is going to be here. There we are. Lovely. And stick another signal just there. Okay, so the trains. What are the ones down here? $13 and a train. Okay. One of you. And 13 of you that only take... Oh no, they need to take both crude oil and fuel, don't they? So you can be automatic. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. 13, and I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. Set line, new line. So the new line is going to be from here up to here. And then to here. Perfect. And I want you to be orange, thank you very much. Now what is this one called? TC snake oil. Okay, so you are going to be TC oil 2. Perfect. So with that, I'll let those start running, they'll get onto there. So yeah, with that, this should start producing oil, which will add oil onto the line on this side, and hopefully we'll spread the oil a little bit further. Now, if we look, our potential is 4,500, so even adding in another 1,600 isn't going to get us up to the maximum. So both of these oil wells should continue to produce at 100% and not interfere with each other. I'm hoping. There's always the possibility that they will interfere with each other, but I'm hoping they don't. A bit like these, the bricks. This plant is building up slowly, but it didn't build up half as quick as the first one did, so I don't know. They might disrupt each other, but then again this one never fell, so hopefully it will just add some extra oil. And especially as I'm adding it into a different point on the rails, it should help, I think. Again, I'm hoping. But that's where I'm going to leave this episode off, guys. So please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you think this is a good idea, bad idea. You know, let me know if you've got any good ideas for the snake line. I'm happy to hear them, and I will try and put some of them into practice if you guys give me suggestions. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to check out my Patreon page, and I shall see you next time.